open financial platform for the world by leveraging blockchain technology and Web3 business model. SuperEx has over 10 million registered users, covering 190 countries and regions around the world. Our platform supports more than 1,000 spot trading pairs, while the platform supports more than 100 trading pairs for futures trading with up to 150 times leverage. SuperEx developed and launched several solutions in order to ensure full security of crypto assets of our users. No registration is required to log in or trade crypto. Users can use DeFi wallet to authorize transactions and ensure 100% security of digital assets. All transaction information is uploaded to the blockchain in real time and is open for inquiry. The SuperEx platform does not store user assets and all assets are isolated. SuperWallet is an HD wallet launched by the SuperEx platform. It perfectly integrates with the trading side of SuperEx and allows users to be the real owner of their crypto assets. SuperEx embraces the Web3 browser, supporting ETH network and smart contract interactions, and various third-party dApp plugins. SuperEx Authenticator provides secondary verification protection for users through dynamic passwords. SuperEx DAO is one of the largest DAO network covering over 50 countries and regions around the world. We use DAO to drive user community autonomy and realize the Web3 crypto world together. Localized DAO members vote to determine the right to use DAO funds. Our DAO members can vote and decide to buy ET, reserve funds for project investment, maintain DAO daily operations, and promote the SuperEx DAO. ET is the mainnet token and gas for the Super chain. SuperEx Academy is a non-profit decentralized blockchain organization that was established by SuperEx and its DAO communities around the world to jointly manage, operate, and publish content. SuperEx will launch Superchain, Metaverse Office, Mars One project, cryptocurrency payment, and other financial services. Join us to discover new opportunities in DeFi and enter the Web3 era with SuperEx.
Hello guys, how are you doing today? Are you all enjoying your stay here in Bangkok so far? All right, so that's great. Anyway, before I formally start introducing SuperEx to you guys, I would like to thank all of you first. We really appreciate your time and effort coming here with us today and to enjoy this wonderful event. You guys are the ones who complete this event and make it meaningful. So thank you so much. And I hope that we all have fun here and learn so much from each other. So today, I am glad to have this opportunity to discuss some theories of investment trading with industry elites from crypto finance all over the world. I am ALYANNA Mendoza from SuperEx Philippines DAO community, and I stand here on behalf of SuperEx. And the topic I bring today is SuperEx will change the uncertainty in cryptocurrency investment. So blockchain, as a new technology, has fundamentally changed the way we trade. But at the same time, it has brought new uncertainty to our investment transactions. We are always looking for ways to reduce those uncertainties between each other so that we can trade more securely. Economists have been studying human value exchange for centuries, and Douglas North, a Nobel laureate in economics, summarized these studies and developed the famous institutional economics theory. Douglas North argued that institutions can help us reduce uncertainty and complexity in transactions as they increase and our individual control decreases. And these systems represent, in the traditional financial field, banks, governments, and companies. In the field of digital finance, it represents centralized exchanges and investment institutions. However, the system proposed by Douglas North is a formal system that can be exposed easily, and in which informal systems such as bribery, burglary, and etc. become almost instantly exposed, which is what I said at the beginning of my speech, new uncertainty. Since the establishment of Mt. Gox, the world's first crypto asset exchange in July 2010, centralized exchanges have been challenged by the risk of uncertainty. And according to SuperEx Academy statistics, in the past 12 years, more than 40 exchanges have experienced security issues, and a total of more than $2 billion in digital assets have been stolen. Among them, the most influential and the most recent exchange asset security issue should be the FTX bankruptcy. And as the second largest exchange in the world and a trading platform for cryptocurrencies worth over $30 billion in total, the rapid fall of FTX and its related entities shocked the Web3 industry. And in less than a week at the beginning of November, FTX experienced speculation about a shortage of funds, a run on withdrawals, a shutdown of withdrawals, a potential acquisition offer from Binance, a SEC investigation, suspicious transfers of a large number of platform tokens, hacking, and bankruptcy statements from all of FTX affiliates. Some believe that the collapse of FTX was an act of commercial warfare, and that FTX was merely the loser in this war, which is very wrong. FTX collapse was certainly driven by commercial rivals, but these were merely catalysts. The most fundamental cause of all this happened is that FTX arbitrarily misappropriated funds stored by users, resulting in its own supposedly more than 100% profit, and the result should have been more than 100% of its own capital reserves, in the throw, even less than 20%, and when the matter was exposed, the formation of a run on the storm. Therefore, the safety of user funds is not a point of challenge, but a comprehensive risk problem. And the centralized mechanism needs to make more changes and enhancements. So here, I am going to take a SuperEx perspective on what solutions we offer in the face of uncertainty. So did you guys already know that the SuperEx is the world's first Web3-based decentralized crypto exchange? And of course, some of us may wonder, why decentralized? Well, the answer to that question is because of the current issues going around on centralized exchanges, just like to what happened to FTX, the one I mentioned previously. We don't want you guys to experience this kind of problem. And we want our users to sleep peacefully at night, knowing their assets are safe with us because they are in control. And actually, even before the previous issue on FTX, we did plan to make this exchange a decentralized one. And we already seen this possible problem beforehand. So here in SuperEx, we can assure you that our users' identity are confidential and safe. And important note is that you do not give your private keys to anyone but to yourself. So let's get started to our user profile. Since last year, so far, we are doing a good job in terms of expanding. Now we have a total of 216 countries around the world, and our exchange is a totally decentralized hardware wallet. And here we have our global DAO community. As you can see, we have a large number of users now. For the last months, we got over 10 million above registered users, and our Twitter followers is 300,000 plus. And 100,000 private community users on our Telegram group, and we have a great number of members. It is higher than other general communities. So guys, here comes the big question. What makes SuperEx stand out? Why would we choose SuperEx when there are lots of exchanges out there already? Well, here we have our 5 aspects of what SuperEx makes special. First, no registration or KYC. The second, secured asset storage. Third, open source system. Fourth, SuperEx authenticator. And 5, decentralized global operations. So let's talk about the first aspect, no registration or KYC. So the upcoming generations, we believe, and in the slide, that an authenticator no longer matters. What matters most is the authorization to your wallet in terms of access storage. The most important thing is the private keys, like a hardware storage, and encrypted in the user device. So it is 100% controlled and owned by the user themselves. The second aspect is the super wallet. SuperEx solution to the risk of uncertainty in asset trading is to let users control the asset themselves, as opposed to traditional exchanges where users need to transfer funds to a special account opened by the exchange first, and users need to audit their withdrawals and transactions. And at the same time, the wallets of centralized trading platforms hold a large amount of users' funds, and due to the huge amount of funds, it is easy to attract hackers' attacks or rug pulls, and almost all users will suffer losses in case of such problems. That is why we bring this decentralized super wallet, and it is a multi-chain enabled HD wallet, and it is implemented to interact perfectly with the trading of SuperEx regardless of any force majeure that may be experienced. It will not have any impact on the user's crypto assets stored on the super wallet because it is an important part of the SuperEx ecosystem, providing security for users using the DApp open system with large amount of crypto asset storage in a certain asset trading. The platform has no control over users' assets, and assets are not affected by platform security, political, or other factors. The third aspect is the open source system. Full-featured Web3 browsers securely connect decentralized applications or Ethernet networks or smart contracts for interaction via Super Wallet, which will be used as a plug-in to connect various three-party applications such as Meta, DeFi, NFT, and other various cryptocurrency application scenarios with just one click, based on the DApp open system. So in the Web3 ecosystem, payments is also necessary, so it can transfer from one wallet to another, and also to make Web3 more accessible to everyone. So if there are some traditional investors that might be interested in the savings, the return of investment or ROI, how much money you can receive is higher than the banks. We highly recommend you guys to try our savings product. And for example, you would like to buy some meme coins in PooCoin or PancakeSwap, it is also available here. And since we are really trying our best to add more functions here in SuperEx to make it more convenient for everyone. The fourth aspect is the SuperEx Authenticator. SuperEx Authenticator, also known as SuperEx Two-Step Authenticator, is a dynamic password tool to solve the problem of malicious attacks on their accounts. It is dynamically generated as a 6-digit number every 30 seconds after the user log in for CAPTCHA verification. They will need to enter the CAPTCHA verification and the generated password number once more, thus to protect the account within secondary verification. We should all know the USB key, which can also protect the security of online banking funds because of its uniqueness and irreproducibility, which can be updated every 30 seconds by adding a key binding, and authentication code cannot be reused, which improves the security to your account. This is a solution of SuperEx to avoid the problem of the account theft causing the information leakage, which is change made in consideration of the current status of hacking avenues. And this is because as major exchanges strengthen their security system, the chances of the exchange's own systems being hacked have dropped significantly. And theft of users' own trading accounts has started to become the main way of losing coins. Just as a bank card can be stolen if a user gives her username and password to anyone, or they log in a phishing links, or they access a Trojan virus on their devices. A crash attack on multiple platforms with the same set of usernames and passwords, or vulnerability in the trading platform own system that causes the user's account and password to be leaked. Faced with such security risk, the biggest challenge is actually their identity confirmation problem. That is to say, how to identify whether it is the user himself or the number stealer who logs into their account. The reason is simple. The user's personal data and identification are personal and private, and there is no possibility of public disclosure on the chain, so it is impossible to use blockchain for confirmation and traceability. The last one is decentralized global operations. As I mentioned before, we are expanding very fast, and right now, we got so many arms in different countries, and they are helping us to build this platform so far. And anyone who can get fancy ideas, just post your proposal in the community. For example, if you like saying you don't like our platform logo in yellow, well, you can just post it. And we are open for any feedback and would like to give the best experience in SuperEx. We are also really looking forward to other common sense makers to come on our DAO community to help us build our ecosystem together. So our vision is making cryptocurrency and value transfer borderless without paying anything for transfer process. The Superspace Fund is for our office setting, for bringing the metaverse, and also for developing on our own public chain. So what is public chain? A public chain is a blockchain that anyone can read and anyone can send a transaction, and the transaction can be validly confirmed, and anyone can participate in the consensus process. The public chain adopts the methods of proof of work, proof of opportunity, and certificate of share, and combines economic rewards with encrypted digital verification, and establishes a principle that the economic rewards available are directly proportional to the workload. These blockchains are generally considered to be totally decentralized. So we developed this platform inspired by Elon Musk. Just to summarize his point here, he mentioned a lot of freedoms, and I believe in Web3, we don't care that much who you are or where you're from. The only important thing here is the freedom you want to do on this area. So this is what SuperEx wants to do right now to Web3, to freely welcome everyone. So we are very excited to introduce this good news that we also launched our very own token platform this year, which is named ET. It's the main incentive and deflationary token in our super ecosystem. So the 40% will be used in transaction mining, 20% for the team rewards, 20% for the super chain fund, and 15% for our community fund, and the 5% for the angel investors. So we are going to set up our own public chain next year. So once it's set up, this ET token will be used as the gas to run the whole system here. So we launched our token on September 30 this year. The issue-in price was only $1, but we managed to reach $36 in the bear market, which is kind of surprising when we launched our app to everyone, because it shows like a lot of investors have heard about us and trust us already. And well, our token supply right now is 1 billion, but the good thing is we will burn over a total of 200 million. So here is our contacts. You can even reach our email, and you can follow us on Twitter and Telegram using the QR code. And that concludes my speech. Thank you so much again. I'm ALYANNA Mendoza from the SuperEx Philippines DAO community. Thank you and have a great day.